Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another match reaction where Sheffield United and West Ham United drew. Sheffield United 2, West Ham United 2. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. We've got watch-alongs for Wolves Brighton tomorrow, and we will have watch-alongs for both of the Carabao Cup second leg games, Middlesbrough versus Chelsea and Liverpool versus Fulham. So make sure to check all of them out. We are trying to live stream a bit more, but let's get into this. There's a lot to talk about. I don't know how much I'm going to talk about now and how much I'm going to talk about in the aftermath. But yeah, obviously Jared Bowen comes back into the side, and it was obviously reported by reporters online and journalists online that he was going to be in contention, and they were hoping to have Alvarez and Fornals back as well, but Alvarez has still got a calf strain, I think it was. Pablo Fornals came back in and didn't do anything. Bowen had a quiet game. We didn't get a ball into him enough. We didn't attack at all against Sheffield United. You know, the team that are probably going to get relegated this season. We didn't attack enough against the team that are battling for relegation. Yes, you heard that correctly. A bit like Burnley away. Well, we got away with it there, but the only difference is we had Mohamed Kudus in that game, and Thomas Souček bailed us out in that game, and we'll come on to Souček later. Maxwell Cornet gets his first Premier League start for West Ham since he got injured, I think. Unless he started Brentford away last season where the fringe players started. But if not, then it's his first game since that Wolves game where he got injured and then get back into the side. And Maxwell Cornet got a goal. We're all happy that Maxwell Cornet got a goal. I'm happy that he started, but it wasn't the performance that I wanted from Maxwell Cornet. He didn't perform to the level that I wanted him to perform at. And yeah, maybe it is due to a lack of game time, but some of the stuff was a bit basic that he needed to do better. But he was better going off the left. I don't think he's not a right winger. He can play there, but he's always been better off the left. What I didn't understand from the manager today is that you had Cornet, Fornals, Bowen, Ings, but you play Bowen up front, Ings behind him, Fornals on the left, and Cornet on the right. When you could have played Cornet on the left, Fornals in the middle, Bowen on the right, Danny Ings up front. Now, Danny Ings was man of the match. He played really well. He was okay in the first half, but it was like the second half that really stood out to me. The main, obviously, highlight him winning the penalty. And yeah, he did really well to win the penalty, won the foul, good bit of skill. And there's no long-term future for him, but for as long as he's here, if he's going to keep performing if he could keep performing like that for the time being, that would be nice. Doesn't hide the fact that we still need a striker. Ben Johnson came on for Maxwell Cornet. I predicted that substitution coming from a mile off. Ben Johnson came on to play in midfield, and he played well in terms of like running, getting the ball and stuff. I don't think it was as outstanding as people are saying online, but he did well when he came on. Like, he played well. That doesn't change my opinion on the fact that we need a new right back. I tweeted that out today. I still think we need a right back. I still think we need a right back that's balanced enough in terms of how good they are going forward and how good they are in attack. Let's talk about refereeing situations, because I know us as a fan base, football fans in general, get really angry when referees go against their way. And yes, we should have had another penalty at the end. And yes, I don't think it was a penalty to Sheffield United. But can I just say, we shouldn't really be needed to rely on a ref for playing against teams that are probably going to get relegated. You want to move to the next level and try and compete for Europe every season and all that stuff. I get that we have injuries, and I get the ref situation, but let me tell you this. Whether it goes for or against you, referees in this country are bottom tier in general. They're bottom tier. VAR is bottom tier. Like, VAR is, like, it's just BS. VAR is BS. The refs are not good enough. But let's be fair. If that goes for us, we're not going to talk about the refs, because we're all just supporting our club. And what I mean by that is if you swap around the situations, not if the decisions went our way. But at the same time, yes, the rest messed up, and we're gonna probably get a PGM MOL apology. But as I said when we beat Arsenal, and when I was cussing the Arsenal fans, the ref doesn't stop you from putting the ball in the back of the net. The ref doesn't stop you from conceding the first goal. Kurt Zuma. Let's talk about Zuma. I think people are overstating the fact that Zuma's finished, but he looked leggy today. Luckily, we've got a 10-day break, and I expect him to be back to the good Zuma that we know. But I have high standards for Kurt Zuma. So today he really let me down. He really let me down today, especially for the first goal. And marking's usually a strong point. Balls in the box and trying to get them out is one of his strong points. And he wasn't bad on the ball or anything, because he's never usually bad on the ball. He just looks uncomfortable all the time. He looks like he's about to get injured all the time. But that I expect higher standards from Kurt Zuma. I think of him as one of our better players. I didn't think Emerson was at his best either, but I can excuse that because that's the first time I've probably said that this season. You can tell we're missing our best players, yes, but we're not. We could also blame it on the fact that we're still relying on some of these fringe players that aren't good enough anymore, and Pablo Fornals isn't good enough. And someone said it online. Someone said it on Twitter, like very spot on, that Fornals and Thomas Suchek are passion merchants that that get a bly and get a pass because they love the club, and every excuse that Fornals and Suchek get is usually for sentimental value by some of the fan base. Now accept it. Suchek isn't good enough. He got a new contract, and he's not good enough. He didn't deserve the new contract just because he bailed us out with a few goals, because those in-game performances were still not good enough. He's not good enough to play in the midfield. He's a midfielder. He can't pass a ball. Same with Pablo Fornals. He's a midfielder that can't pass a ball. Don't give me none of this rubbish about he's barely had a game. Because if you're saying that, then you got to bail out Maxwell Cornet because he's barely ever had a game. Them two and Benrahma fall in the same category for me. And Suchek is good against the big six teams. And he's good when we're defending for our lives. But against Sheffield United, when we actually need to, open teams up, no. I still don't know what we do on the ball. I still, till this day, don't know what we do on the ball. I don't see any sort of patterns. I just see us hoofing it along where we've got nothing to do. Unless we've got Edson Alvarez, I don't see any instruction for the midfield to come and receive the ball of the centre-backs. And I don't see us trying to play. I don't see us doing any of that. What we do is just defend for our lives. It doesn't, and we barely kept apart from the runs we went with, the Wolves, Brighton, Man United, Arsenal run that we went on with 4 clean sheets in a row, we barely kept a clean sheet all season. And again, it's not good enough. And we are 6th place, but that's not going to last long if we don't get reinforcements in. And sorry about that. My throat. It's just, yeah. But yeah, overall, Danny Ings played well. Jared Bowen was quiet. Fornals and Cornet weren't good enough. Suchek wasn't good enough. Ward-Prowse was okay. I didn't think he did anything wrong in play. And obviously, good penalty to shoot straight down the middle. Ben Johnson did well when he came on, but I'm not giving him the new contract because I don't think he's good enough. But he's going to get the academy tax from everyone because he's a guy through the academy. I'm sure the club will keep trying, and I'm sure that the fans will give him a blight because he comes through the academy. I don't think he's good enough. And Mavropanos, you, my friend, have got to fix up. You've got to fix up, man. Because you wasn't good either. You and Zuma were both bad. And it shocks me because you was very good against Arsenal. You was very good against Manchester United. So why wasn't you good today? Why wasn't you good against Bristol City? He's a confusing player. And we missed a chance to close in on the teams above us, such as Tottenham, and go clear of Man United below us. If Brighton win tomorrow, they go on the same points as us, or 1 point behind us. And if Wolves win, they're on the same points as Brighton, and they'll put themselves in the European race. Pardon me. But nevertheless, Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. The social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, and the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.